Hey everybody, it's Miss Davenport. So we are going to get started with notes today. All right, so today is Monday, and remember I will not be here Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, and you best be on your best behavior. All right, if not, there will be consequences when I get back. Now, each day you will get a packet of things to do, and you need to make sure that they are complete by the time I return on Thursday. Okay. And the first thing we are going to do is we're going to look over this little list that I've given you. You need to read the directions as it says up here. Now, I know how y'all are. You don't like to read directions, but read them, okay, because it's going to tell you what to do. Monday, today. So you're going to complete this list in the order it is written. So first things first, our unit tests I have pushed back until Thursday, okay? And my reasoning for doing so is to kind of protect you guys if there's if you feel like you want to cheat or not do the best that you can because I'm not in the room and you're with a sub. We're just gonna kind of bypass all of those issues and we're just gonna wait till I get back on Thursday. Okay, so you'll have until Thursday to be preparing. On Wednesday you will be completing some notes and making a little presentation to help you with conduction, convection, radiation, conductors, and insulators, which I think we're pretty good at this point. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at reflection, refraction, transmission, absorption, and scattering. All right, you may use the notes from class the other day, or it might just be easier to make these notes that we're about to do in your interactive notebook. And then on your screen, see if I can get it to pull up. On the screen we're about to pull up, you can, there we go. I want you to write this on the next empty page in your interactive notebook, and then you're going to get a little list that looks like this. It'll be in your packet from today, okay? And actually, just do it up here. Don't worry about doing it in your notebook. All right. But we're gonna fill this chart in. Okay. So let's do that. And we're just gonna do this up here. I like that better. All right. So reflection. Remember, reflection was what? I want you to try to think of it to yourself because at this point we should know it. So remember, you look in the mirror at your reflection, okay? And I know y'all all do that when you take your little selfies, all right? So the definition is simply light bouncing off of an object. And the keyword here is what? Bouncing. Good job. Okay. And then my example was me standing in front of the mirror. Hi, there I am. Remember in the morning I was like, "Oh, girl, you looking good," right? And it just goes and it bounces right back off. Okay. Refraction. What is refraction? So this is when light bends when it enters a different medium. Okay, and don't let that be confusing. All that means is that, let's say we're looking through a lens, right? And our keyword here is bends. This example should help. But let's say we're looking at a lens. We're going to learn about these in a few days. And the light enters right there, right? It just simply means that as light hits it, it literally bends because you're entering a different medium, okay? So this kind of slows the light that would travel straight through, and it slows it down and it bends it, okay? So same thing if we've got a different type of lens. Light's traveling. It goes through, bends, and it bends. Okay? So refraction, remember, keyword is bends. Bending or bends. All right? Scattering. What did we say scattering was the other day? If I had a group of you guys in the center of the classroom, right? And let's say we're talking about light. Light comes in and it hits, and I say scatter. What would you do? Everybody is going to go in a different direction. Okay, same thing with light. And remember, scattering is why what is what? Scattering is why the sky is blue, right? So simply light traveling in all different directions, right? Okay, and then just remember different directions for that one. Okay, absorption. Somebody said in one class that it reminded them of SpongeBob SquarePants. We can go with that. Because think about in that episode, if you watch SpongeBob, where he takes in all the water from Bikini Bottom and he absorbs it all. And he's able to do that because he's a sponge. Okay, so if we talk about light, this is when light energy is converted into heat energy. Okay, and so right here, I really just you can think about a sponge, because when you absorb, you take in. Okay, and that's really what you need to know. When you absorb, you take in. So just think about that sponge. So like my sponge in my kitchen right now, it's wet. Let me rinse it out a little bit. My sponge's got soap on it, but it looks like this, right? And that yellow part, it absorbs the water and then the soap, and then I'm able to wash my dishes with it. All right. And so an example of this was when we had our lamp. Remember, we had our light bulb in class. And it's giving off light energy. And I've got my hand right here. And I could feel the what? I could feel the heat traveling from the light energy. Okay, so the light energy was transformed or converted into heat energy, which I literally soak up as warmth in my hands. Okay? Transmission. This one, for some reason, you guys, it's not that you struggle with it. It's just I think you have a hard time knowing what it is. But I need you to remember that transmission, if I transmit a signal, I just send it through, okay? So transmission is when light travels through an object, okay? And so keyword here is through. So it literally goes through an object. So remember I held up a sheet of paper, and I could do it here with this napkin. If I hold up a flashlight to it, is light going to travel through it to the other side where I can see it clearly? No, right? But when I shine the flashlight through our window in the classroom, so we'll say this is glass. I had my flashlight, okay? And I had the light shining through, right? The light literally went all the way through the window into the classroom where we could see it, okay? That is transmission. The light literally goes through. So transmission, it might get brighter when I do this. Yeah, you see how the screen just brightened up a little bit? I just opened my blinds. So transmission is occurring because light is traveling through my window. Okay? So as you begin to study these a little bit more, which one is the most challenging for you? Why? Okay? And then write your answer down here. Everybody's will differ. But when I get back on Thursday, I want to know the answer to this, because we need to address it, and we need to go ahead and figure that out and make sure we can go ahead and start with these notes very confidently, okay? Because we should be pretty good with this at this point. Cool? Right.